See, here's the thing is that, they're trying to figure you out and you got things on lock a little bit better than they had thought. It's not really panning out too well for them. And so they're watching you. They're making sure that they're getting your story so they can figure out all their little parts, you know, trying to piece together how you're still standing up at all. And it's just like I said, it's just killing them inside. All those insidious attacks that they planned on you, and just to push you under like that. It's not right. And so you're getting good at keeping things on lock. You're selectively revealing just enough to keep them guessing. Keep them guessing how you're still around, still breathing after all them raised attacks that they've thrown your way. They think that they thought that you'd be in the grave a long time ago. So you're defying everything. And you're so strong to get to where you've gotten to because of that war that you've been faced up with that other people just aren't able to see. And they've expected you just to stay down and stay locked in that place. They didn't ever consider you getting out or trying to. They didn't ever consider that you weren't gonna just stay there. And just under no circumstances. They needed you to stay there, but you didn't. You got back up each and every single time. So you're stronger than you realize. You're a lot stronger than you realize. Especially when it's been that way and you know these people. You know that they know you. You know that they know you inside and out in those ways to be able to hurt you like that. So when those attacks came, and when people don't know what too much is, or what their limits are, they start talking too much. They start moving around the goalposts a little bit too much. They start thinking that they got everything nip and tuck too much. So when they've tried to exploit you to sabotage your moves, all because you had the audacity to try and turn the situation around in your life, and you wanted to shine, and just in the sheer fact of them doing these things to you, and in those ways, you exposed their real intent. You exposed who they really were. And that's why they hate you. That's why they hate you the most. It's because you weren't just working on at first being able to figure these things out, but you were impressively creating to push them into that way. I mean, me personally, I created this hacker song, a couple of them, and yeah, you can feel energies, and then it tells you, and right when you're like calling them out and that shit, you know far well what you know is true, and it's just the audacity that they have to try and take over your whole life with a extensive or extensive real intent. Hate on you, not just in a little bit, but like every single ounce of energy they've got to push you under. It's like taking up a full second time job just to push you under. And then they got other players. They got my roommate's loyalties for an example. But here's the thing. If you've been playing their game because you've had to, you're not playing no game. And you have to realize that. You're like, no, you're not playing that game. You're not a game player. what you're in, and what you're in and you know you're in is in a resolve. And it's much like being a detective in your own life, for say. So while they're trying to figure out how you're still trying to survive, and how you're still surviving, still winning in more ways than they realize, you've got their whole plan mapped out, and they're rattled outside of themselves because every time they think that you're good to be down, or and you're gonna go down for good, you rise up again. So keep going, keep disappointing them, keep them guessing. I think it's pretty slick what some of these people are creating out here. So they don't have to know how you're doing it. They don't have to know where you're getting that strength from. Let them sit and stew while you're getting them all sussed out, figuring out how they're moving in silence, trying to capture up your life real nice and quick. But you're building, you're grinding, and I think it's remarkable. I think it's dope. I think it's a classy move. And it's only a matter of time before the world catches on. So, even though they want to listen to all these naysayers and stuff, you know the recognition you deserve. You know the floor that you're grasping on. And so, don't let them stop you. Grab that floor, take that floor, and you own that floor. Because what I'm trying to do is something bigger than social media. Tell you the truth, I'm trying to do something that's living out a purposeful life, and it's beyond what people are doing as far as the social media connections go, with like a whole bunch of trolls. And I mean, it's sad, and you really can't trust who is who anymore in the world on social media. And it never used to be that way. I mean, it wasn't actually to be that way. And if people had aliases, unlike things like Sue, it was meant well. And so when people are building those kinds of things, and you're building and you're on a purposeful journey, of course these people are going to be trying to sabotage you and silence you, and they're especially when they're working in that way against you. So I'm telling you, this is your sign. This is the sign you've been looking for. You've been waiting for it. You've been praying for it. You're not even sure where your next move is going to be or how your next move is going to be made, but the options are priceless because of the Lord's design. Do you understand? Because the Lord's design is in the design of blessings. The Lord's design is in design of truth and all of the honorable things, because there's no price tag on what's coming your way. You can't put a price tag on blessings. You can't put a price tag on something that's ordained by the Lord to set forth inside of a kingdom way for anybody. So I think it's classy the way people are moving out here, and I think that you should continue grinding, and I think that you have what it takes. So get up, dog. Quit letting them knock you down. You know what you've been going through. You know what's at stake. And not everyone needs to understand your struggle. You understand it, and you don't need anybody else's validation besides the Lord's. So move in that way. And I know it's been hard for some of you out here. It's okay to cry. It's okay to break apart. You do that, and you get up and you move along. You keep learning how to tap dance. You keep learning what you're learning on. You keep grinding to learn the new skills. Don't stop moving. This is your moment. And the devil's trying to play these wickedest games to try and steal your biggest blessings away from you. So your powerful move is the accurate move here. So I'm proud of you. And I think it's classy. I think it's real classy what you're doing out here. So keep doing it. And together we'll keep it moving big dog style for the real one, for Jesus Christ, and for the man upstairs. So he's the man. That's what this motivational energy speech was really about. Is just letting you know, don't stop. Keep going. Keep creating. I think it's pretty amazing what you guys are doing out here. So keep it going. And for all of those newcomers, you have what it takes. You doubt yourself, but stop. I urge you to stop doubting yourself right now and get active. Together we're gonna do amazing things. Okay? Stay on your grind. Love y'all.